Okay, so this was the first, actually the third run we had at the Canadian Tire Motorsportspark track day. I didn't record the first two sessions as I was just kind of getting used to the track, going with an instructor, and didn't have time to put the GoPro or any camera. So here we go, starting the third session from the pit area and going down to trying to come out of the first corner. And yeah, it's a tight one here. It's a little bit of walls on both sides. So this time I was driving with Ed Mark, who was guiding me through the corners and everything, and really helped me to get the corners correctly and attack it a little bit more. He was more of a aggressive driver like me, so unlike more defensive instructor that I had previously. So I was able to improve my times from the previous sessions, which was about 2 minutes 20 seconds, was slow, and brought it down to almost 1.54 seconds at one time, which I recently checked again. So it was pretty good. Being an unturbo car, I was able to really attack the corners because my suspension was lowered, and all the new bushings and upper lower control lamps, the car was really handling well through the corners. I was able to really go at it and throw it around, and the car just held, and I was accelerating out of these corners. So only on the straightaways that I was not able to have the speed to keep up with the turbos, but even then I was able to pass a few 350s and even a 370 I believe, and even a turbo at one time, because I was right behind the guy, and he decided to let me go because we were not racing each other, just making sure that we were safe and driving around. So here we are on the back straight, coming down to the area where we're going to go into the pits and then start the lap. So let's see if I can remember how I did this lap. Yeah, so this is a nice corner. Kind of had to get used to this also from my previous session. So here we are. That's the pit straight coming up there, pit entrance. So we are not going there. So we're just coming back to the start finish line. Here we go. So let's see. Coming out here, I was on third gear and accelerate hard out of this corner. And by about here, I was able to go to fourth gear and then tap the brakes a little bit right by that cone and let it go, and then just take the corner smoothly and throw the car towards the left side of the cone, and then come back to the right side, getting ready for the second turn, which is like the scariest one that it took a while for me to get used to, because the elevation changes, getting in closer to the cone there, go out and come back again to this one, and then throw the car outside to the right side of the corner, the cone, and then again down here. I'm still on third, and I accelerate hard here. This is a nice corner. This is the fourth one, the third corner, and the fourth. Between third and fourth we were able to overtake cars, so this was a really fast. I love this corner. Just really let it go, and then we come down to the fourth area, and then we are coming down here, somewhere around here, right by I'm on the fourth gear by now, and over here I changed to third, and Mark got me to change to the second gear right about here. So and then really hard accelerate. This is the fifth corner, 5A and then 5B, and then really come out here, charging, accelerating to the back, get a great start. And I believe that's the 350 in front, which is like a slower driver. I think he let me pass here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Yes, so I was really gunning here. I was probably doing about 190 close to. I was not looking at the speedometer, but I was still on fourth gear most of the time here, right throughout this stretch. I got onto the fifth gear only once, but most of the time I was just gunning it and really revving it. I was about so I brake here for the third corner. I used to brake way too early towards the end of my third, fourth, fifth session, so I broke a little bit late, and this is why it's sweeping right turn, getting it closer to the chicane on the right side. We have a corner there, there's a cone there, and we will look at the next corner. There's a cone there, get closer here, and then again right by this corner I accelerate on the third gear and really come out hard again. That's the full lap, and then really charge again and go back. And it was fun. I really enjoyed the runs, and I wish I could do it again. The car held up really well, and now I got the bug. Maybe I should get it turbo and maybe make a track car just for this. So here we are coming up again for some slow traffic. I think somebody's holding us up and we're slowing down there. I think the car in front of me was a turbo, which is a really fast car. As you can see, we are not allowed to overtake anybody here, so I'm just going slow on this. I think I went back to about 2 minutes and 20 seconds on this lap because of this. Then here we are again, the third gear, coming hard, accelerating here, and then you charge out and then you change gear to fourth. And I believe he was able to, the guy in front of me was able to, no, he was not able to overtake him either. So we are on the fourth gear, really accelerating hard, tap the brakes here. As you can see, some of the people love to stay on the brake. Still on the fourth, just not accelerating, probably getting smooth. Come down here, change to third, right there by the cone, and wait a little bit more. As soon as I pass this corner, right there, somewhere here, second gear, and I just really accelerate hard. And as you can see, I'm right on his tail because I was able to do that. I don't think not many people were doing that, because that's one of the things Ed Mark really got me to do. So here we go. So he's taking that guy out from the right side, and as you can see, the 240s signaling me to overtake him from the right hand side. So as you can see, the difference on the turbo is really taking off. I wish I had a turbo, but while braking, I closed them up really well. And I used to, this corner is the last corner before the pit stop. I used to brake way too early, somewhere around here, but towards the end you change, wait till here, tap the brakes, go to third gear, and then take the accelerate this into this corner and come out of it. Tap the brakes a little bit as I come to the into the corner there, and then take the left hand corner and accelerate hard out of it here. Car held out really well, and again take the right hand chicane, go over the bump, and just really accelerate and use the maximum width of the track. So here we go, that's lap 2. So it was fun, driving here. Unfortunately, I don't have the sound on this. That I have to explain is because my GoPro, I was using a mic, an external mic, which I had forgotten to hook up. I usually have it on the back of my near my exhaust, so that gives a really good sound. But I was so excited about driving and doing all that, I completely forgot about putting it on. And mind you, it would have been a good idea not to put anyway, because it was because of the speeds. Mic could have flown off, and the track people didn't like us having any loose pieces around. So here we are again. I'm trying to keep up with that turbo. As you can see, when you get to the close corners and tight areas, I'm right by his tail, and he slows down really badly, braking a lot. And I was able to catch him right here, and I think I come back up to his tail right here because I'm on second gear, accelerating right out into the corner and out of it. As you can see, I think he realized that I was really bugging him, and he took off here, but I think towards the next lap he let me pass. So it's not because he could have gone on the straight, but I think he wanted to have a cleaner run without me bothering him in a rear view mirror. So here we go again. It's a beautiful back straight. Gosh, it's really good. I wish I had more of this area to really speed up. So I had my rev limit up to about 5.5, 6, and the car was performing really well. Also thanks to Amo Garcia. I have to give a shout out to Amo, who really tuned the car beautifully a week before when I went to Woodbine Nissan. He's the man. When he touches the engine, the car purrs like a kitten, and had some major issues that he noticed with my timing at the previous mechanic has messed up, but he was nice enough to fix it. And every time Amo touches the car, even though it's an unturbo, this thing purrs like a kitten and really drives really fast and smooth. So I have to be very thankful to Amo. Thanks, Amo. I'm sure if you were here, I know you're a track guy, you're a race car driver, you would have enjoyed. You could have driven my car, but maybe next time. But it was fun, thanks to you. I had a great time. The car never broke down and hung in there. My last experience on a track with the Ontario Z car was not good. That was way back in '98, 4 months into having bought the car, and just joined the club. I was invited to a lapping session at Shannonville, and boy, I had a great time. And having had no experience of driving these cars and thinking that these cars were invincible, I was just probably was downshifting a lot more than I should have, and didn't check my rev limiter. And half day gone, I busted my engine. I think right about here, he figured that I was driving in front. He signaling me. He's signaling me to go, because I was right on his tail. So I took the thing and I went ahead and caught me. So there was also a 370 at that point who was behind me, and he was not able to catch me either because I just took off and had a good run. So back to that Shannonville issue, yeah. So I had a really bad experience and busted the engine. Came home crying. Towed the car all the way from Kingston, and vowed myself that I'll never track this car again, which I didn't for the most part until I got the car fixed. Actually, I got the car fixed the same year, but I never drove the track until a few years back when I got back into Ontario ZCON club, and we started driving a lot. And some of the guys, Mauricio and Lou, and a few guys like Wes, we have some lead foot issues, so we kind of like to open it up a little bit in certain areas like the Southwood Road and the Desert Lake Road up in Calibogie. So that brought back some great memories, and wanted to race again. So then it went on to Z Days with Mauricio and Lou, and oh boy, those races are really tough on you. But again, a different experience here on the track. So finally, I decided, you know what, I'm going to track it again. I could not pass this opportunity, especially it's being a ZCON Toronto, and then being in my hometown and in the backyard. If I didn't track at Motorsport, it just didn't make right, So here we are, enjoying my day. Did about 6 sessions of roughly about 20 minutes. I don't know how many laps we got. I just lost count of it. Either way, it was not enough. The time went by really fast, and I really got down to my lap times really low. And Ed Mark was really happy. He was like giving me high fives. Man, you got it. Yeah, perfect. He was encouraging me right throughout this corner, saying, "That's it." And I have to give a big shout to Ed Mark for being my kind of instructor through the lower half. If not for him, I wouldn't have enjoyed it that much. And yeah, the back straight, beautiful back straight. It's just wish I had the sound so everybody could hear my loud exhaust. And here we are coming up again to slower traffic. I think that's Glenn Walker in front of me. A beautiful 510 track ready car that he has rebuilt recently. The motor got about over 300 horsepower as opposed to my 270 or 250 normally aspirated. Here he is pulling into the track. He's signaling. He's pulling into the pit stop because I think he got held up by this guy, so he just decided to go in and come back again. So I believe I overtook this the red 240 right on the front straightaway here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he'll signal me, let me go. And I think that's Anthony on top there. Anthony Giancarlo was there to take my lap times. And a big shout out to him as well. Thank you for doing that, Anthony. I wish you were able to track as well, and I'm sure you'd have enjoyed. But you know what? Thanks, buddy, for hanging in there and taking the times and helping me out. So let's see where we end up here. Yeah, this corner always gave me troubles because I didn't know exactly where to go. It's so wide there. There's a lot of wide runoff areas, but also the elevation changes really hits you hard. The rest of the area, like this 3 was my favorite. I just could out the corner right side and go over the chicane and just really accelerate out. And even the 5th one, I really started liking it, loving it after Edmark got me to change the gears the way he did. From 3rd gear, right about here, 3rd gear, and then somewhere here, as soon as I pass the cone, 2nd gear, and then really accelerate and push the car to the outside, near that cone on the left side, and go back inside, and then really accelerate out. Get an early jump on the back straight, which is where I think I caught up to most of the guys. So there you go again. It's probably one of the last laps on this session coming up. I probably will get a flag, the checkered flag right about here. But overall, as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day, beautiful Canadian Tire track motorsport park, formerly known as Motorsport. It's a beautiful track. Man, I wish I had more time to drive, and maybe I'll talk to Dale and see if I can join like a league or something and build a track car and start driving. So here we go. I'm going into the pit stop, so I have to put that hand signal so that anybody behind knows that I'm going in. And that's a beautiful event center across that you can see that people were watching, and we had our lunches. So here we go. We're coming up on the pit straight and coming onto the pit lanes, and that's, I think, Nigel in front. And I had a nice tussle with Nigel in the next session, which I think I caught as well on video. So it was overall really good. So by the time we come here, I think we are supposed to kind of give a wave to the guy and say that we are going to the paddock area. There we go. By signaling going, I'm making a right here so that he knows that I'm not going back on the track. And here we go. And so coming back in again to the paddock area, and all the Z cars are lined up waiting to go, all kind of different Z cars. And that's our Ontario Z car tent where they did the tech inspection. And yeah, everybody is waiting. Different run groups are all ready. And by this time, I think they had taken my spot, so I ended up parking next to this Mercedes right around here. I was with in the other side of the paddock. Anyway, it was a beautiful run. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.